downhill from there.
We were just a middle-class family growing up, so don't say we were born into it.
No, he was straight up. I mean, straight up, the beginning of this game, when he started it, he was born into it. That shard, so the shard that he's in right now, he's sitting at 3. Actually, every single one of those guys that he's in with started at the same time he did. That's how the shard works. So
that is true.
All of those guys have spent close to or equal to all of the money that he has spent. Which is
some of them are actually free to play. It's just they focus on specific things,
which is nice because all of the people in my shard have been playing the game as long as I have. So most of the guys that I play with are free to play.
What was your rank?
30.
All right, that's actually not as bad as I thought he was going to say.
Yeah,
so.
no, I'm top 30.
Okay, let me ask you this: do we want to disclose how much we? I will go first, even with the game that I play.
Okay, yeah.
How much
I think this is
in the amount of
healthy
years, the amount of time, how much we spent.
Yeah,
so
go ahead.
Let me go so I can break the ice. And I played a different game. I played Marvel Future Fight. I've been playing for a year and 7 or 8 months. It was April 2017. Anyway. And I've probably spent around, I'd say close to $200 on the game.
Okay. I mean, that's a pretty healthy amount. I would probably say that at the beginning of everything that I was doing, I got a little out of hand. So I'm probably closer to about $500 or $600
And you've been playing for how many years?
Since, I don't know, it's like 2015, I think, or 2014.
I think it was 15 when it came out.
Yeah, maybe late 14, early 15.
So you're like early adopter from the get-go. You're OG.
Yeah, no, just kind of an OG player. Enjoying it, and it's a weird game where, and I know you know this as a Marvel player, once you've kind of invested all this time into it, it's really hard to put down.
Oh yeah, if they ever cancel the servers, I'm gonna fucking cry. I don't know what you do at that point. I mean, I can say that, but I've paid for the fun I've had of the game, so I can't be like, oh, I just lost all this money I paid.
Yeah,
if they just even let you access and like look at all the characters that you've had, and like, you can always at least like look at what you've done. If a game closes, if they at least have that, I would be happy with it.
Yeah, and I think before Brandon puts in his absurd number here, I think that's why we kind of all came back after this Revan thing, and we'll kind of get into what was so obscene about the Revan event after Brandon posts his number, because I want everyone to hear this obscure thing. Go ahead,
I mean, so I don't have the number, like I don't know it off the top of my head, but if I had to guess, it'd probably be like. Maybe like 5.
Oh, 500. That's okay. So that's about as much as Jake has.
5,000. 5,000.
Oh. Oh, fuck.
Fred, do you? I just want to get your reaction.
Yeah,
Fred.
let's hear from Mr. Man who doesn't play mobile games, I assume.
Well, in general.
Well, I'm sorry. Give the amount of time so Fred also has something to go off of. How much time? $5,000, Brandon?
A year and 3 months.
A year and 3 months.
Holy shit.
Yeah, May of last year.
Well, I've always been the type of person who thinks that...
Wait, what month do you think it fucking is? It is November. God damn it. That's a year and 6 months.
Yeah,
it's a year and 6 months.
So
Right.
it makes it way
bad.
better then.
That's way better, yeah.
Sorry, Fred. Continue.
Shit, it's a year and a half.
It's okay. Year and a half is not a lot of time to spend that much on a game. But I've always been the type of person who thinks it is a healthy thing to pay into free games. A lot of people say, oh, well, it's going to be free to play, which means there's going to be microtransactions, and they just want you to spend money. It's like, yeah, they do want you to spend money. I think that's fine. I think even spending...
That's how making games works.
Right. And I think spending $60 to $100 on a free-to-play game is perfectly fine. Even if you do that yearly, I think that's fine, because... ultimately, they're giving you something that's evergreen in most cases. Though sometimes I don't appreciate when a game allows you to spend
$28,000,
right?
Like the fucking Star Citizen asshole.
Well, let me just say that Wing Commander was amazing. So, Chris Roberts, great job on that. But I don't know what the fuck happened to you.
He got greedy. So
that's an insane amount. It's a lot, but you obviously...
You've spent more?
No. But you must find value in what they're offering to you and the things that you buy. So I I think that says something about where mobile games can end up, and actually, like, maybe, like, at this point, if you had unlocked everything, say at $1,000, even that's high. I think in most cases, or in some cases, maybe not for whales, but
definitely not for Krakens.
But you might have stopped playing not long after that as well if you unlocked everything. Like
maybe. I mean, they have things in the game that make it. There's some randomness similar to like Diablo loot. Yeah. There's some. I mean, they're always releasing new characters like every 2 to 3 weeks. It seems
they
like
hook
these
you
times.
back in. It's really hard to get
Marvel
right.
game too. They at least once a month have a Gambit just came out. I just fucking leveled up all the characters I wanted to. Now I got Gambit to fucking level up.
I mean, that's exciting though. It's new
but
characters,
it is.
new fun shit.
But
I think that's
it's a ton of fun to play. Like I play it on the shitter, or like while I'm supposed to be listening in meetings, or different things like that.
Or board games, yeah.
Yeah, or board games.
He even was playing it at his wedding while on the aisle.
Well, just so you know, Ryan came to New York and played Marvel during a lot of moments where maybe he should have just been present.
I'm sorry. Fuck you.
Like he was at the 9/11 memorial and was just like, I'm sorry, I'm busy with my Marvel game.
Gambit just came out, so I gotta fucking get this taken care of.
Basically.
Here's the thing, Fred. Or everybody. Sorry. Here's the thing, listeners and Fred. Fred, we go to the 9/11 memorial. Very sombering moment. It was a lot to take in, but it was. I'm glad I got to experience it and see it. It was on my bucket list. I go there and Fred goes, "You want me to take a picture with like you in front of the memorial? If I can talk, you want me to take a picture of you in front of the memorial?" And I was like, "Absolutely fucking not, dude. I'm not gonna. What am I gonna be fucking giving a thumbs up at the fucking memorial? No, take a picture of the memorial itself and be done with it. I don't want my fucking face on this shit."
Well, I saw the counter. I mean, like, you just took a picture underneath like a bull's balls with a stoic face. So maybe you should have kept the stoic face for the memorial.
Right.
We
And
could
the thumbs
Photoshop
up.
it. We could probably Photoshop that.
Yeah, maybe the thumbs up the bull's ass.
You don't need to do
like
that. Okay, can we get on to the fucking what Revan event actually was?
Okay, yeah. So from a free-to-play perspective, usually in kind of the cadence of the game, you have this announcement for a character, especially if it requires a lot of characters to get. So they kind of give you a heads up, hey, farm these characters so you can get this character. With the Revan, we had...
His name's just Revan. It's not the Revan.
With the Revan event.
He's like Prince.
We had 5 characters.
We had 5 characters to farm. Some of them had just become free to play.
5 characters had just kind of been announced, 3 months?
2 months before.
Right.
2 months before they got announced, or they became available.
Right.
And then they just became, 2 of them just became free to play 3 weeks before the event.
Right. And
That's what pissed people off, right? From my understanding.
But the crazy thing about this is that people have been kind of prophesizing that Revan's coming out. So when you released 5 Old Republic characters, it's not people, dragging their feet on this thing. They're like, okay, we got to farm this guy. Let's go. These 5 characters we got to get. It's going to lead to Revan. So let's do it. So people are going ham on this shit. They are grabbing them, refreshing, doing all that kind of stuff to get these characters. And then 2 to 3 months later, they're like, hey, boom, bitch. Not only is Revan out, which is way early, but you can unlock him at 5. So there are 1 through 7 stars in this game. 5 is playable, and then 7 is kind of max. And they were just like, fuck you guys. In order to get this, you have to have 7 stars on all these characters, which is like a 6-month farm on all these characters. So they're essentially saying all of these people that actually pay money for the game are going to get him. And then if you don't pay money, and a lot of money, it was an average of about, if you had been farming them, it was average about $400 to unlock all those characters. So for someone that I've spent $600 on the game here and there since 2014, 2015, $400 out of my pocket is insane, right? But you're put at a disadvantage if you don't do this.
Right, because now, like, Revan is at the top of all arena shards.
Yeah, so then they come out with this character. People are fucking furious. It's not possible for free to play. It's not even possible for people that just want to spend a little bit of money on the
Dolphins.
deal. Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, if I could spend like $40 on it for a few character packs to get them unlocked and get Revan, fuck it, I'll do it. I mean, that's it. I enjoy the game. I play it every single day. It's fun, and when I want a character, I'll get a character. But I'm not spending hundreds of dollars on this game anymore. So I kind of give it to you. Why did you do this?
Yeah, counter argument, Brandon.
So a counter argument is that this is fucking Revan. So Jake the Steak, friend of the show, got me into.
I'm a catalyst for a lot of.
He got me into the
this
game.
Yeah.
A year ago, and I told him, man, if they ever release Revan in this, I'm just going to give them my paycheck.
That was verbatim.
I
verbatim.
will spend whatever it takes to get him. And so the second they announced it, I'm like, yeah, you know what's happening. And like you had from them announcing all of the details to the event happening, you had a week, and in that week, I got him. I think I was ready for him like 4 days early.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, well, why did you spend that much? Like, you could have spent less and just gotten ready for him by the time the event was, almost over or something. I was like, no, like.
What's the point of ecoing that at that point, right?
I just want him as soon as I can get
and
him.
what would have happened if you did all that stuff and then you were like so close to getting him in the last day and then it just shuts off?
Yeah, there's that. And also, like, there's other things I want to farm. Like, so yes, I spent the money to be able to get Revan, and then I was like, okay, now I can go back to what I was farming before. Like, and I also had to farm gear for Revan once I got him, because you have to gear him up, you have to like level up all that stuff. So there was more time that I spent on that, which is why I got spent the money to get all the characters up there as quickly as possible.
Well, and talk a little bit about how it influences kind of your day-to-day play. I mean, not only is it just a really iconic character for you, I mean, it's your favorite character in Star Wars universe.
I mean, it's not Darth Revan. It's not like the dark side version of him, but it's still Revan.
Oh, it's not the fucking version he wants. Jesus fuck, man. It's still Revan, asshole.
No, I'm still happy about it. And when they release Darth Revan, which I'm sure they'll do, I'll spend money again.
Well, I assume he's going to play off of the light side Revan. So in this game, once you have a character, it makes it easier for the variations of the character to come out. I assume it's the same as Marvel. But
no, so Marvel doesn't have different characters. They only have different costumes. But those costumes, there's like linked to other costumes that if you put them together, if you're playing them together on the same team, they'll give each other boosts and shit. It doesn't. We're not here for that. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, right. But like your day-to-day activities, I think have gotten a lot easier.
Oh yeah,
Obviously,
everything's gotten way easier just by having Revan. Like the team around him is just insane. And there was a lot of controversy the weekend before he released, saying that the devs maybe had to do a rework of his character because he wasn't good enough for the playtesters. And I don't know if that's true or not. It's all rumor and speculation. But if he would have been released and he was that expensive and was shit...
Oh, I thought it would have been so fucking funny.
I wouldn't have given a shit because I wanted him for the character, not for the gameplay.
And they would have reworked him later.
Yeah, but if they would have done that, I'm sure like there would have been a revolt and all these people who spent thousands of dollars on this game. Like I said, I wouldn't have given a shit. I wanted the character. It's the same reason I have General Grievous at 7 stars, which General Grievous is like one of the worst characters in the game. But I'm like, I wanted to get him there.
And it's just a kind of another EA game, Fred, where like you want to do something against it, but guess what? I'm playing it every day, and I'm still buying EA games. And so they're like, they're not going to learn a lesson. You keep doing what you're doing.
Keep getting the money.
And then hopefully one day that they'll kind of catch on, because I feel like their Battlefront, series kind of suffered a bit because of the stupid decisions that they made. But I still bought all of their games. So like they're never going to learn a lesson unless you stop.
Sure. That's true.
Yeah. Kisses.
So that's Revan.
What's that? Okay,
right.
so was it worth it, Brandon?
Oh, it was worth
Okay,
it.
and Jake, you'll get it in like a couple months and did not spend $400?
Yeah, I didn't spend a dime. I'll have it here in about 2 or 3 months. Well on my way.
I will say though, I sort of, but no, like I do respect the guy. This game. I give up. I'm fucking done.